So in 2009, I had my opportunity to go to Haiti for the very first time. It was a Visions trip, and it was an agricultural-oriented coffee development trip, and I was an agriculture student, so that made sense to go on an agriculture-oriented trip. So that's why I chose Haiti in the first place. God changed our plans in 2010 early when the earthquake hit, and we didn't even know if we were going to go or not, and he radically changed our trip to the north into a trip to Port-au-Prince to do earthquake relief. We had a really diverse group, from engineering students to nursing students to a handful of agriculture students, and we got to do everything from medical clinics with a team we met there. They were from Fort Wayne, and worked with an orphanage and did several other things. Anyway, one of the opportunities we had was to work at a place called Gracière to the south of Port-au-Prince, and they were closer to the epicenter of the earthquake at Léogâne, and so they had a lot more destruction than what we had seen elsewhere. Our engineering students talked to their engineering students about changing and kind of how to rebuild their school, and me and the other agriculture guy were like, well, what can we do? So we actually ended up helping them plant a garden, and that was something that this guy and I had grown up doing, being from southern and east central Indiana. And I had a conversation after a couple days. Some of the plants were sprouting, and the preacher's son, one of the Haitians, he wanted to know more about me, and he wanted to know what was I doing at university. Was I studying agronomy? He was really curious, so I told him about animal sciences and how I was interested in veterinary medicine. And the next question out of his mouth was, "Are you coming back?" I really didn't have a response to that question at that time. I know a lot of people get it, and it's not that uncommon for a missions trip to go and get those questions, but that really just made me step back and look at what I was doing with my education, and something changed in my heart that day. God definitely moved in it, and looking back on that conversation, that's definitely something that he put there for a specific reason, to change my heart and to see the reality of what it looks like to live on less than $2 a day, and what it looks like to be in poverty and to really be food insecure. So this opportunity through Campus House to go to Haiti and have that realization and really have my eyes opened was a phenomenal experience that I will never forget. He's placed this calling in my heart for a reason, this desire and passion for animal science and veterinary medicine, and even more recently, public health. With all these degrees, I know I can do something with it to make an impact on hunger, and particularly with my passion for Haiti, which continues every day. I've been back 2 other times since, and I continued to want to go and desire to make a change and to make a difference in at least one person's life, and to continue to tell my story and to let people know what's going on out there. This little bubble that is Purdue and is the United States is hardly reality for a lot of other places in the world. Ephesians 4:1 says, "Live a life worthy of the calling you've received." And that's really what I intend to do. It's been quite a ride having God open my eyes to Haiti and opening my eyes to what I can do here. But I can't do it all at once, and I can't do it alone, which is the amazing part in leaning on God in that. My favorite Haitian phrase nowadays is "Petit petit oiseau finish." That means little by little the bird builds its nest. And I think I can definitely relate to that. And little by little, he'll unveil his calling for me, and he will show me the way. And I just have to sit back and listen and keep my eyes open.